Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Violet Rita Repulsa figure from Super7. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is striking, and if you took even a cursory glance at all of my thumbnails, and you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that red, black, and purple are my favorite colors, especially when put together, and that's exactly what we have here. So there's no way I was not picking this up, and to that, I think this is like a great shade of purple. Really nice and deep, pretty much violet as it as it is named, and the red accents really pop here. Maybe not quite as bright in some other places, but then again, the print here on the cloth obviously isn't going to be as bright, especially because they did kind of the glittery look to it. But that in and of itself looks very nice. As you can see, it catches the light, so very big fan of that. The just silhouette in general, I think they just 100% nailed. I mean, that's Rita, and just really great job there. Then we get some really nice sculpt here, especially on the face. Definitely looks like Michiko Soga, and yeah, just I love what they did here. Even got like nice subtle wash here on the hair, it looks like. Yeah, that's just kind of brings out those little details, so it just makes it look a little more realistic. And yeah, I guess beyond that, coming to the cuffs and the jewelry really stands out here. That nice bright silver, and then you got the actual metal chain here, which just kind of drives it home, really kind of gives it some nice movement going on there. Now we can see the back here, we got the feathers coming out the back of the dress with this nice pearlescent white, which is just icing on the cake, honestly. So yeah, just a really kick-ass looking figure. Really nice loadout of accessories here. We do not get the telescope like we do with the normal non-violet version. However, still a good selection of stuff. So starting off with hands, we get some fists right out of the box. Then we get a set of gripping hands with horizontal hinges. As you can see, better detail on all of those rings, just beautifully sculpted and painted. Then we get a set of gripping hands with vertical hinges, and then finally another set of gripping hands, just kind of a slightly tighter grip, also with horizontal hinges. So that does it for hands. We get two different head sculpts right out of the box. We do get the menacing laugh, smiling face, and then we get the more worried looking portrait, and they did a fantastic job here of getting that across. Then we get a whole assortment of goods. So we get this little martini glass with the liquid in it. So very nicely done with all the translucent plastic, very nice effect. Then we get the love potion here in this nice violet bottle with that like kind of striking gold there on the top. Some nice details sculpted in there as well. Then we get the crystals normally meant for the Green Ranger. Here they are cast in red. It looks very, very nice. So yeah, just nice translucent plastic piece. Then we get the Green Ranger's candle. Also awesome. Really, that bright silver comes back. Obviously, this is cast in red because everything is red, purple, and black here. And then we get a nice little orange flame going on. Then finally, of course, her staff, and loads of detail here in terms of paint. You can see the nice details here on the moon. The bright red here for the jewel, details, kind of a lot of stuff transferred over to that purple color. We get those chains kind of coming back into the fold here, and yeah, just really good stuff. Great details, great sculpt, and then I like that they kind of did the gold here, not just a stark like it's gold all of a sudden, it kind of fades in. So really cool looking all around. That will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are wonderful. As you can see, I got a freestanding kick. I didn't think I was gonna get this. This doesn't stay forever though. The weight on the figure is definitely, not evenly distributed, but really cool that I was able to do this. So yeah, as you can see, you can get the balance, especially because there's not a lot of surface area here at the bottom of the feet, and they are heels. But yeah, really good there. So getting to the finer points, we are on a ball hinge for the head. Take that off so you can see that there. And get the head on, and not getting too much range because of the head sculpt. So we do get a little bit of down, get a decent amount of up. We even get a little bit of tilt, but nothing crazy. For our arms, I believe we are hinge and swivel there at the shoulder, and we're coming up almost to a T. We do get some swivel there as well. I believe we are single jointed here at the elbows. Let's see if I can get the sleeve up enough. Nope, not really, can't get past there, so I'm not gonna force that. So we're getting about 90 in terms of the bend. We do get some rotation there as well. We do get swivel and hinge at the wrists. Obviously, we do have one pair of grips with vertical, everything else is horizontal. We do have a standard ab crunch with a swivel here at the waist. And so our crunch forward, come about that far forward. We're not really getting a ton back. The head is coming off like crazy. Not getting a ton back because we're gonna run into this plastic piece right here. We do get that swivel at the waist, which does work even with the cloth goods here. There is a like black bodysuit under here. So as you can see, just kind of a black base body and then come to the legs. So coming out, almost full splits, definitely very, very nice. Front kick, also excellent, pretty much almost 90. We do get some rotation because of that, the way that's assembled as well. Single jointed here at the knees, bring us here just about 90. Get a little bit of wiggle, but not really rotation. Actually, we do get rotation, I'm sorry, just gotta be straightened out. Then we come to the feet, perfect point. Insane, almost inhuman forward, and really nice rocker as well. So that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here she is with a couple other MMPR Ultimates. With a couple other Power Rangers lines, including her Lightning Collection incarnation. With some Hasbro and some Mattel. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the MMPR Ultimates Violet Rita Repulsa figure from Super7 is that this is definitely a fantastic figure. Obviously, I am partial to the colors, but it's awesome that they did a version of Rita that was a nod to all that kind of vintage merch representation of her. And yeah, just it's a great figure overall. And obviously all of this transfers over besides the colors and you know, a couple accessories to probably the standard version of Rita. So yeah, absolutely recommend picking this up if you are a fan of MMPR, if you're a fan of Rita in general. Just a great representation of her in plastic form. And yeah, she's available from various online resources, sold out in a couple, but I'll have a link or two in the description below so you can pick this up if you are so interested. So that being said, you know, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you do, I hope you come back because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. Any of that like just resonates with you, going back, let's talk some more toys. And ultimately, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.